and tips to help your pooch maintain a good weight.
Yeah, dogs and cats, for that matter, can have the same diseases people have for obesity.
Well, thank you, Cindy. And look at this beauty on my lap, and the beauty to the left of me, of course. This is Meatball. And Meatball, I guess, is maybe considered a little bit overweight. And she's got her tongue out. And all for the point of bringing up that pet obesity is a very serious health concern. And getting your pet down to a healthy weight could lengthen their life. Veterinarian Dr. Melissa Webster of the Tampa Veterinary Hospital is back now to share tips to tell if your pet tips the scale. Now, Doctor, nice to see you again.
Good to see you. Thank you.
And is Meatball really overweight?
She's probably about a pound overweight.
So that's not too bad.
It's not too, but that can be equivalent to like 10 pounds on us.
On a human,
right?
right.
And I think that's where we lose our perspective on our pets.
So how do we know if our dog is overweight? I mean, besides looking like a sausage.
Oh, well, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Running your hand over the top of your pet, over their spine area. If you can't feel their spine, you can't feel their ribs. That is a problem. Now, a bulldog has a really deep chest, and they're a very straight-looking dog anyways.
Very barrel-chested. Yeah.
So they're a little harder, but making sure that your dog has a tucked-up underside looks pretty good. And
you need to feel the ribs a bit, too, don't you?
Yeah. Correct.
Now, I thought my eldest dog, Jake, was fat for the longest time. I mean, he pigs out. He loves his food. Okay. So until I brought him to the vet and found out that he had a thyroid problem. So put him on Synthroid, just like a human, and he is as svelte as can be now.
Right.
And he still eats like a pig.
Yeah, dogs and cats, for that matter, can have the same diseases people have for obesity. Thyroid problems are a big deal in dogs, in particular because it lowers their metabolism. There are some other endocrine diseases like Cushing's disease or diabetes that can affect their weight.
So
and heart disease.
Sure.
I mean, so bring your pet to the vet, and we can help you figure out
if it's a food issue or if it's a health issue.
Right.
So let's talk about food. There are some great foods out there right now that help in this problem.
Correct. And we have really had a breakthrough with this new metabolic diet from Hills. I've actually had 2 of my pets on it because I could not impact their weight. And they did not have a medical issue, just calorie-wise and exercise-wise. I was trying to reduce them. But this newer food, they've basically taken the genes of normal pets and the genes of our overweight pets and nutritionally matched the overweight pet to the healthy pet. And we can increase their metabolic rate.
And let's talk about exercise. I've always heard that if your pet is overweight, then you're overweight, because it means you're not walking your pet.
About 50% of pets are overweight, and the stats for people are about the same in America. So exercise is a big deal, portion control, and proper diet. So exercising your pet every day is important, just like us.
Yeah, so you got to get your dogs out there. And, you know, there are dog parks, and there are other ways to exercise your pet, aren't there?
Correct. And there's, like, a bulldog can't usually go to the dog park as well. They're not great swimmers. So this can be walking them around your house inside, making them, like, work for their food.
Keeping them moving.
Yes.
Now, what if you have a cat? Because cats are hard to exercise.
Cats, the laser pointers are good. We have one of our girls, Chantel, did a beautiful job. She adopted a 21-pound cat. It's down to 13 now. She would put 5 or 6 kibble in the bowl on one side of the house and 5 or 6 kibble on the other side, and the cat would have to go across about 20 times. It took about 6 months, but the cat looks awesome.
Well, I got to tell you something. Meatball here, you know, you're beautiful, girl, and she is just purring away.
Yeah, that's just breathing.
She's just breathing. All right, Dr. Melissa Webster, thank you so much for your tips. And, you know, it's important to keep your dog and cat healthy.
Absolutely, just like us.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we'll put all this information, by the way, up on our website, daytimeonline.tv. And thanks again, Doctor.
Thanks for having me.
Be right back with more Daytime. Say right after this, Meatball.